Hola, señorinos. Pillars of Eternity. Pillars of Eternity. Of Eternity. Oh. Ay, mami. Vale. Restream. Vale. Joder, se me metió aquí una pila de bots de mierda. Bots de los cojones. Me ponen negro, negro. Vale. Vale. Vaya genocidio, tío. Que monté ayer. Me cago en la puta. Igual no lo tenía que haber hecho. Pero me calenté, empecé a matar a uno, a otro, tal, y luego ya no puedes parar. Así que, chavales, no matéis nunca a nadie. Por favor. ¡Chararán! ¡Tan! Genial. Pero vamos, vale oro ya esa. No. ojo del crack.
We're back. Wonder if Wangleth's still in a mood.
These monsters drive me mad.
Wembley, ¿no?
Every morning the same
No sé quién es
hymns.
Wembley.
I wish they'd stayed in Red Ceres.
Hijos de la mala puta.
What can I do you for?
Pero bueno, pero que es esta puta gente.
Happy to oblige.
Pero si no había nadie. A ver, los parió.
Sure thing.
Crew's getting antsy.
Maybe we cut them loose.
Still kicking, eh?
We're not leaving
What'll it
anytime
be?
soon.
Sure thing. Still kicking, eh? Have a look.
Vamos a ver qué tiene esta gente. Una mierda es lo que...
See it done.
O la puta. Plebeyo, ¿eh? Norgun.
So, how do you like it?
I feel
Welcome back.
amazing.
You are in need of something, I can feel it. Let me help. Are you looking for something in particular?
Good, right? Worth a pretty penny.
Every piece of silver.
Happy to. Real quiet now.
Hijos.
I'll take care of it.
Welcome back. Are you looking?
Absolutely not.
What can I do you for? Now that's dealt with.
Va, mierda.
What can I do you for?
Pero bueno. Hay que robarlo, hay que robarlo. ¿Y por qué hay que robarlo? Pues porque soy un aventurero. Financiación de las aventuras, ¿no qué? ¿Cómo va a salvar uno al mundo? Financiación. Ajena, claro. Lo va a poner de su bolsillo, encima de poner su vida. Sus huevos encima de la mesa. Así que... buscando autofinanciación por cajones.
It's not right. I came here on the first ship. Why does an islander get paid the same as I?
Do you seek a blessing from the light?
Dígame, sí.
Do you seek a blessing from the light?
They're bigger than you, and they haul cargo without whining about it.
It's not
Gods, I beg you, grant me a posting on the far side of the world.
We have supplies here for the paying customer.
No. Galleon.
Let's get off this rock.
Race you to the coral.
No contest.
I'm on the next
Just
ship
because
out
you
of
have
here.
webbed fingers and I
Unless you're
can't
here to
swim.
kick me off the
You're
docks
a
this time.
strange man.
Bonito puerto que tiene. Muy bueno.
Keeping out of trouble.
Vamos a ver, que tengo 2 heridos aquí. Un astillero de Nequetac. ¡Ah! ¡No jodas! Ay. Vale. Vale. Vale, estaba aquí anotando la libreta. Estamos en el 9, bien. 9. La calle aquí. No me acuerdo cómo era la calle Goreki. Por aquí. Ah, ya, la mierda inundada. No, es una basura. Bah. Bah. En los maderos de estibar. ¿Podremos ir a los maderos de estibar? ¿Dónde era? Aquí. No podemos. Claro que podemos. Pasa que... Está en casa... Jodido. Madre mía. Moral baja. 20. Joder. Vamos a poner provisiones de más calidad porque se ve que están las... Chaval. A ver, vamos por aquí. Moral cero, moral cero, moral cero. Moral 3. De acuerdo. Bueno, vamos a camuflados de piratas. Ahí va la tormenta. No queremos saber nada. En la laguna esta, ¿qué pasó ayer? Pendiente, vale. Pues ahí nos metieron una buena paliza. El barco. Sigue bajando la moral, ¿eh? Modelos de estival, venga, que ya llegamos. Ninguna ración. Ninguna ración. Tan guapos. Maderos de estival.
What did you do before you were a ship hunter?
Rough times, lass. Would spare you the telling, lest you be set on it.
I reckon I can handle it.
Crew I will with, they give me any job they thought like to kill me. I live to prove them wrong.
Can't live the good times unless you survive the bad. That what being a pirate's all about?
Aye, sure enough. Besides, lasses say the sky distinction.
Damn me for a buttered slice of hardtack. It's you, ain't it? Hang me by the thumbs. At your service, he says. I'll keep it quick, see? If your little dinghy has got some chase in it, I've got a list of captains with a black mark to their name who... You read me like a book, you do. You'll be looking to scuttle Cornu first, one of Rowatai's finest. Course you will. Knows a good opportunity when you seize it. Cornu helms Avon.
Cornu.
No one's bargaining at your heels for result, Scuttler. The black mark finds everyone in their time. If you don't catch them first, I wager Andra will simply widen her jaw. Keen as I am to accept your offer, you scuttle your current time. Better if you don't ask. Because the Deadfire's in a big, ugly power play, it is. One captain, she's a piece, and the type of clients he pays for the red worker scuttling. They take the gaff to the elf.
Vale, muy bien.
What's a good word, Scuttler?
Nada, nada.
Ain't no cruel eye of me. What good's a pirate who can't see? Forget navigating by the stars or shooting a pistol. I can't even have a pity and toss me a pyre, will you? Is this what my life boils down to? A moment of I was a bosun not so long ago, and a damn good one at that. But I took a shot to the face, see? Didn't lose much skin, but the flash burned out me eyesight. I can't make out so much as a blurry shape more enough. Andra's blessings to you for sharing, sailor.
Al bar, venga. Deja de dar por culo. Chauncey. Carlo Fortuny.
A cozy traveler. Care to... Well, I was born to a family of merchants on the Pearl Coast. I was a restless boy, and my feet took me to... I learned of the power of geography and language at my father's knee, and those skills proved useful in the... I joined up with a company based in Girara that traded in beautiful weavings, but they were ill-gotten gains, forcibly produced by a weaver the company kidnapped named Bonicetta. I didn't learn the truth until it was too late. And when our crime was uncovered, I was exiled. Indeed. And now I'm here, kicking my heels in the Deadfire, where no one knows my name. I would like to make amends to Bonicetta personally, but it seems it is good to blend in. All the better to observe the business of those... Ark, you listen to my tale. I suppose I can do that for you for 3,000 copper, as you say.
Vale. Carlos Fortuny. Prestidigitación y qué era lo otro. No me acuerdo ya. ¿Eh?
Bon amico. Well,
sí.
Ark, you listen to
Diploma.
my tale. I suppose I can do that for you for 3,000 copper.
Cuando tenga muchos perros.
As you say. You should...
Cuando tenga muchos perros, vengo aquí a que... Zorro. El gato se llama Zorro. Ya está, es esto. El refugio del levantador. Ah, no, vale. Vale. Vale, pues ahora vamos al ataúd del rey. Maneja. Todo maneja.
Is that you? What's it been? 5 years?
No creo.
Kill him, wait an hour, then pull any gold teeth. Easy as pie.
You're an idiot. Wait a minute, wait an hour. Alive, dead, it makes no difference at all.
I've pulled plenty of gold teeth. I know the right way of it.
Maybe I'll pull your teeth just to prove you wrong.
What do you know? It really does make no difference. You, out.
Is that how everyone handles disagreements around here?
Haven't seen you around before. Welcome to the King's Coffin. What can I do for you? Figured that out all on your own, did you? You're right, though. Inherited an old dow from my da when he passed. Right piece of shit it was, too. What do you want? There's always someone about. What can I do for you? Figured that out. You're right, though. And what do you want? Uh-huh. What do you want? So long as you don't... What can I do for you? What do you want? So long as you shut...
Moral -1. Me cago en Dios, que la lié bien. Ya está explicado. Bueno, a ver si me cago en a ver si mejora la mierda esta. Grumete.
What do we have here? How can I ease your trouble? I surprise and delight.
Me cago en la mano, un chapero.
My speciality is oil.
¿Lo ves?
Full body rub-downs, right? Fit to leave you limber, clear-headed, and free of the stresses of hard living. I got other skills, of course, should you be looking.
My, aren't you a handsome one?
Vaya.
Did you need... Isn't it obvious? I entertain... It'll cost you 50 pyres, naturally. And don't let the wrinkles fool you. I'm still young at heart. And I've got more experience than most. My pleasure.
A ver la puta esta que hace. Las competencias +1. Joder. Flipa, tío.
If you're enjoying my performance, tips are welcome but not required. Thank you, loyal. I work for a handful of pyres per day. How could I find enjoyment? I was playing dice and gambled on a sure thing. It, of course, I started off owing him to a... Oh, thank you, patron. I'll be debt-free in no time.
Hello. May I help you? Need anything? I'm not sure what there is to tell. A few. More than I could share in a night, to be sure. There is one that's close to my heart. I was on an expedition into the backwoods of Gracias when I came across an abandoned town. To my great... The Gracians are conservative folk, more so even than the Adherents. And what a selection of books it was. Every subject represented, even some questionable ones. I tired soon of wandering, so I settled in a small town in the Deerwood and became a tutor for a noble family. Fell in love with the governess, naturally, and I stayed. Well, I felt a stirring in my bones one day. I can't explain it. I just woke up, caught sight of the horizon. I don't know what's waiting for me out here in the Deadfire. But I have hope this will be my biggest adventure yet. Well, you listened to my long tale. I suppose you are owed a
mecánica, la madre que lo parió.
for the low price of 3,000 copper.
Mecánica y explosivos.
Have it your way, then.
Muy caro, chaval. Vamos en la puta. Tengo que robar o algo para formarse aquí.
Under this crushing void, I'm starved.
Este que tiene cagalera. Igual sí, Pietro.
Lost my goddamn soul and stupid. My ship was attacked and boarded by pirate hunters. Didn't know if we'd be able to get away, so I swallowed down my most valuable course. Now it ain't coming out of either end. Been trying all manner of foul concoctions to no effect on account of my stomach being started feeling an intense pain 2 days ago. I think I might be dying. I can't even... You can take it. What I used to think was a blessed treasure. Rosanella's got a stand in a Radiant Court. She's been supplying me with some...
Más ideas. Paro fogarada. Sin dos ojos. Capitán Furran.
Ah, watch out. Good, you have arrived.
Ahoy there yourself, Captain.
Ah, ya sabía que me estaba.
What do I be but a pretty
Llevaba el
bit of
enano
magnet
este.
to dangle from a wrist? As easily forgotten as set aside.
A little seabird informs me that you have dealt with our mutual problem, Gelarde.
You'd have been right amused, you would. Few sights as fine as that hard bloke.
You are lacking in so many ways, my former ship hunter, that no, I myself would have enjoyed watching you put the scoundrel in his place. That he did. Indeed. And as promised, I have prepared for you a fun. However, there is, I must confess to you, a bit of a problem has arisen. One which speaks to your expertise with the supernatural. We've sighted the floating hangman that haunts the Deadfire. It would seem I have undervalued you, Watcher. I will not mince words, as you undoubtedly know what we are up against.
Muy bien.
This galleon, what likely remains of the Fonferros, is a frightful legend. We have been losing ships at sea, amico, and not to those Valera ship-hunting bastards. I believe the floating hangman may be our culprit. Fortune favors us, as I have procured a survivor from such a recent sinking. You will consider what she has to say. Come forth, Selenia. Quickly now, or I will run rivers of your lethargic blood. Well, spit it out, Selenia.
Of course, Captain. It might have pretty hard near the end, but I spit the tale as best as I can. Go on, gent. I'm ready as I'm like to get me. You aren't quite what I expected, Watcher. You're kinder than most. Saw my old crew slaughtered me, my best mates, and even a few I hated. They weren't but blood and meat in the end. It branded the back of my eyes that moment. High seas, nothing but blue all around. Then, mist so thick you could taste it. Ships sailed from within. Out of nowhere was a hunt, not for loot, but for bodies. The ship, it looked rotted. The crew, they were all undead. Couldn't stop them from boarding, couldn't kill them, couldn't even fight them in the end. They were dreadful. Some were clothed, like maybe they'd only recently died. Others weren't more than moving bones. One was different. Her presence was overwhelming. Heavy. Flames burned in the place of her eyes. The crew shambled hard to do her bidding, even the ones who seemed hardly aware. Figured she was the captain, me.
There is a flag the floating hangman flies. A flag that once heralded the Fonferros of Old Valia. It belonged to our Darkotsi paladin of some legend, one Lucia Rivan. But Selenia's knowledge is limited in this regard. Let us instead ask her of a subject she may know.
Me and my crew were adept. Alert. Always. No. Weren't no one gonna get the jump on us. Was some magic foul. Just sudden like, the winds died, the waters fell flat and the air got heavy. Then this thick fog roiled up at midday. We've had skimmed right out. It was too late. Dunno me. Drifted for days, maybe longer. Kept winking in and out after I ran out of drink.
One of mine found her no more than a week ago. Malnourished, dehydrated. The poor girl was scarcely able to speak.
Well, I'm more than able to gabble now, aren't I? Could sail, too.
Perhaps there is something else you wish to ask of our guest before she...
Calling me Craven? Huh, sure, I am. Took a knock-in and I was out for a while. When I came to, they were eating Ganasco, our steward. I dropped a dinghy and rode for it. Don't know why they didn't give chase.
She belongs to Aldis. who undoubtedly will come to claim her soon. One moment, Watcher. That much should be obvious, Diveros. I prefer my crews to fear their captain. Allow me to cut to the heart of it. Lucia Revan, whose flag flies atop our spectral ship, was a Dakotsi paladin who died more than 200 years ago. It is my hope that uncovering the details regarding dear Revan's fate in life, unfortunately, the only soul who could possibly shine more light on our situation lies buried deep. One Isir the Berethian, now well rotted, I presume. Meaning what, by that last? You were able to read his soul, despite how much time has passed? God save us from fools who battle with blind trust. A death guard. How fascinating. And terrible. I must of course presume that you've unearthed a promising lead for her. Perhaps you were able to learn of our Rivan's whereabouts, of where her spectral ship oft anchors? I can summon to mind no island with such name. Likely it hides now behind another. I believe you're becoming an invaluable asset to the Principe, and I deeply value each of my assets. You must accept this token of my immense appreciation.
Well,
a matter of a rather delicate nature has arisen. One which I believe a favor that necessitates a great deal of... My associate conducts dealings with a group of... traders, wealthy and influential. It involves something of a sensitive topic among the Principi. First, swear it. I have your word on pain of death. Go on. Then you're to head to Crookspur Island, where you'll meet with Master Kua. He runs the biggest slavers' port in the Deadfire.
Ya no me gusta.
However, they've run afoul of the locals. So now, their trade routes are under constant ambush.
Excellent goddamned question, Cap.
No, it is my associate who does that dealing. My opinion on the trade is of little matter. It is legal, unlike many of our own activities.
Cállate.
Since when be the fucking laws of Kith of any...
I understand you may harbor some hesitation in this regard. But in the case you reconsider, at least allow me to mark Crookspur on your charts.
Gracias, igual voy para allá y los aniquilo todos.
When you
Ya otro
get there,
genocidio, pues,
speak with
gratis.
Master Kua. Tell him I've sent you, and he'll fill you in.
Sí, puerto esclavista. Pues oye. Si ya mata a todos los habitantes del fuerte. De un fuerte. ¿Qué más me da? Acabar con todos los habitantes de un fuerte esclavista. Me imagino que será jodido. Que tendrán... Los guardias. Mierda. Vamos a verlo ahora.
Much ado to you, Casita. A word of advice. Guard your back in dunnage. You have not yet carved a name for yourself. Elsewise, how might I be of assistance? The Consuelo will need to vote on it. But with your reputation, I will speak with Ferrante. You have my ear, Casita. Of what do you wish to discuss today? Yes, our Council of Captains. There are 7 seats on the Consuelo, each occupied by a... To claim a seat, a captain must have substantial backing and sufficient power, both politically, as you can guess. The Sea Wolf, Aldis, commands the second most numerous. Perhaps you would like to attend the proceedings when the I met Ferrante decades ago. Many, when in the Principe, do as the Valians do. Unless, of course, you have no care for tradition or the continued you may have noticed a divide between old blood and the new, by which and the varied and often uncouth recruits we have since brought into the fold. As a casita of some repute, you will be most welcome in the king's coffin.
Ado, and how is the sea treated? Who better to ask than the first chair? Ak, what is it you wish to know? We are a magnificent but largely landless people. To survive, we must seize prosperity where we can. Hence, we are oft labeled as pirates, smugglers, merchants of illicit trade. It will not always be so, but it is for now. Ak, what is it you wish to know? We are a magnificent to survive. It will not. Ak, what is it you wish to know? Indeed, Miko. We are descended from refugees who fled during Old Valia's, but they did not settle the islands. Today, Ak, what is it you wish to know? What matters is not who they were, Casita. Only that we took it from them. But as you are curious, I will tell you this. My own research into the island upon which I established Dunwich paints these ruins in a picture of blood and agony. Whatever dwarf, fortuitously for us, Ondra shelters her loyal sailors more than wayward mountain dwarves. Ak, what is it you wish to know? Come, let us share a fine conversation. Miko, do you know how I have lived so long in this life of piracy? It is not by blabbing. I am listening, Miko. What weighs on your mind in this moment? By all means, I would happily entertain any further questions you may have. By all accounts, our Rivan was a Dorkotsi paladin who sailed to the Deadfire in order. She is the epitome of Grand Valia, of magnificence, honor, and duty. Living, and yet, we know not why, but they fought to the death. Rivan's to be, along with her life. Rivan lost the sword she had sworn to protect. It has, lamentably, remained unfindable since Isir the Berethian, now well rotted. Regrettably, I know little but this. He was an Ediran warrior priest. He chased our Dakotsi to the Deadfire, hunting her shortly after slaughtering our brave paladin, the priest died, possibly of sickness, or perhaps from a festering battle wound. He was entombed in honor of his service to Berath in Neketaka's sacred stair. Indeed, I do. Though I and mine cannot so openly venture into the depths of Neket, you must search the temple of Berath on Neketaka's sacred stair. His heirs too. Come, let us share a fine Ak at good time.
No. No creo que tenga yo sin. Qué bien.
Yeah?
Sure thing.
Leave it to me.
I'm not so sure I believe you. What am I thinking?
It don't work that way, lass. And mostly when folks are upset or a bit of nerve, unless I'm trying to intrude. And I generally try not to intrude.
Oh, well, you could take a gander if you wanted. I mean, not all the time. Just this once.
As you wish, lass.
So which is it?
Neither, lass. Bounced off you like a bullet off an ironclad. Mayhaps. Let me be ruminating.
What can I do you for?
Did you hear? The gilded kestrel was lost at sea.
From Goldfin's fleet? Impossible with her
Fresh
wealth.
fruit, vegetables, dried goods for long voyages. I got it all right here. What can I stock you up with?
Weren't no one to bribe. The floating hangman gone. Now they're bones.
A repeat customer. I like your... What can I stock you up with?
Andra's gills. That was a disaster of epic proportions if ever I directed one. A typhoon couldn't have cleared out our audience faster. What's wrong? I'll tell you what, my troop's coming apart at the seams. We're short on cash, we're low on people, and we've run plumb dry on enthusiasm. We haven't drawn a decent crowd in more than a fortnight. And it ain't like pirates are hard to please. That's how you know the show really... I think I know what the problem is. We've got a lack of flair. A better Aethys, for one. I'm the tallest one in our troop. I'm still not very convincing, even... Also, our special stage effects aren't all that special anymore. We had someone for only the biggest thing to hit the Deadfire since the Valian trade. I'm talking about Aethys storming through the arc. Really? Well, that's great. Then we could... Wait a tick. Why would you help me? What do you get out of this? Ah, of course. I'm in desperate need of 2 more performers. I happen to know a wizard of the finest skill set who already performs here in Dunwich, Diana at the King's Coffin. Get me the right people for the parts, and I promise you'll be pleased with your investment. I'll turn us a profit, or...
My old captain was a drinker. The day he was born to the day he died. Always he was rail thin. He wound up with a wooden leg, 26 ships and a bilious fever. Sunrise is a woe. Loves, the coming horizon is a sea-sized ruin.
My good sir, hello. Whatever might I do for you? I'm certain there's no need to tell you, observant as you no doubt are, that I am. Stage, tavern, street corner. Oh, goodness, yes, loads of it. I've been known to joke that I'm less a man than I am a walking bank, for all the coin that I carry. The common folk do so love an actor. We bring mystery and excitement to their otherwise dreary... How dare you? But you're not wrong, to my great chagrin. Times have been tough of late. It's quite difficult, you know, living as I do. On occasion, foolish folk will take my act for reality. I've thrice been run out of a town for impersonating I had to learn to protect myself as a result. Though, I must admit, what martial skills I've got aren't of use for much more. Thank the gods, I hardly ever need to use them. I can talk myself out of nearly anything, you know. Well, thank you. All things being equal, I'd much rather recite a sonnet than swing an axe. But a man's got... I'm certain there's no need to tell you, observant as you no doubt are, that I am. Stage, tavern... The common folk do so love an actor. We bring... I'm truly It's quite difficult, you know, living as I do. On occasion, foolish. I had to thank the gods. I hardly have. Well, all things being equal, I would be honored. But a man needs to make a living, you know. So, for my services, how about 3,000 copper? You know where to find. May luck accompany you.
They sail on their gilded brigs, and they wail to us. Put down anchor, breed, and don't loot so much.
Welcome to my emporium. Whatever you need, I sell. What would you like to buy today? I do now. I started out with only one stall and eventually branched out.
But when should we lot, where and how could we settle? Drink more, doves, and you may sober up, sinking Aora's last ship 3 stars before the burning. The morning is a blight, lovesome. The morrow is a pus-filled
looking for
boil.
in the king's I've got coin and a few scores to settle.
You half-masted sot. She's got to be 90 years old.
So you're the captain the old port's been talking about. Aye, you do look like a fearsome... What are you having? I'll pour you a double. Ah, I guess the last concoction I made for him didn't do the trick then. Poor bastard. There's one last tincture recipe I know that won't kill him, probably. It's called Andra's Bile, but I don't have all the ingredients. You'll need a rotten hagfish, an unripened palm stone, and a vial of fire kelp extract. Having mixed it all with a half tankard of... Check the barrels around Lifter's Refuse for the rotten hagfish. You might be able to find unripened palm stone for sale somewhere in Radiant Court. Harker in the King's Coffin usually keeps some fire kelp extract on hand for special purposes. Be careful when dealing with that one. The goal is to make him vomit, remember? A rotting hagfish produces a special oil once it reaches a certain level of decay. I did tell you the list of ingredients, eh? He'll have stuff dribbling out of both ends for a week. Maybe 2 if he's really unlucky. No one survives the floating hangman, or so they say. It's the ship of the dead. You spy it on the horizon, you flee as fast as you can.
Welcome to the treasure trove, sailor. Anything in my trove catches your eye,
Qué
you
asco,
let me
tío.
know. All right.
Yeah. All right. Easy as Merkberry pie.
Cojones.
I've done it good and well.
Joder. No, abajo también la perra está para aquí, ¿no?
Keeping an eye out.
Joder.
Looking cheerful lately? Sleeping better, I hope?
Sure am. Been sleeping like a newborn babe. But, well, less fussy.
I don't suppose you could share your secret. I rarely get a decent night on the ship.
Oh, it's easy. You just...
Carros verdes
get the
a la
tar
vez.
shocked out of you when you dump a bunch of souls into an animancer's repository.
Repeat customer. What can I stock? Of course I do. But they're no good to eat when they're not. Tell you what, though. I'll still sell you.
Joder. Cojones, ya.
What can I do for you? Sure do. And at a generously discounted price too. 250 pies. Be careful you don't get any of it in your eyes. Burns like a mother. Oh, burns like you wouldn't believe. Wouldn't wish that sting on anybody. Not even my worst enemy. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I would.
Have a pity and toss me a pie, will you? What? I'm no actor. And besides, I can't barely see nothing as it is. Intimidating I can do. Recite, turn me in the right direction.
What's a good word, Scuttler?
You must gather.
Damn my god! Just killed lost my gold stuff! Oh! Oh god! He's coming out the other end now! Oh, now, if you'll excuse me, I need a change of bottoms.
Vale. Aquí me quedo. Que voy a comer. Hala.